It's always the case when I do a morning stream that it's always Americans that show up. Isn't it super late for you? It's always I always expect it to be like, oh, it's gonna be European people, like they're waking up, they're just starting work or whatever, and just having something on in the background while they check their emails or something. And then it's always Americans like, hey, it's 4 in the fucking morning. How you doing today? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we feeling? It's a beautiful, humid. That's not a temperature. 12 degrees. It feels a lot hotter than that. Probably the humidity. It's a beautiful 12 degrees outside. I'm doing a quick little, sweet little morning stream before I go and visit, my— oh, you want to leave already? Oh, motherfucker. I let my cat— okay, no, well, if you want to leave, you're gonna have to come and, meow into the microphone. Oh, hold on. Oh my god, that was— why was that so pained? I'm giving you a cuddle. Yeah, well, that's a matter of opinion. Oh my god. So dire. So dire. She's a squeaky baby. She's the squeaky— oh, be quiet. I'm trying to talk. You're interrupting me. She comes into my room and if she can spend like as much time in my room as possible, she will. But if I start streaming, the second I start talking, she'd be like, I've gotta go. I gotta go, boss. I can't sleep like this. She doesn't mind me like singing or anything. If I'm working, I'll like sing. She doesn't mind that. It's only when I'm talking. I don't know what it is. Oh, I see. Okay, well then I'll let you have. You got your paw in my pocket. She said my mum laughed as she went bolting out the room. Yeah, how you doing, right? How you doing this fine morning? Oh, Jacob, thank you so much for the 21 months. That is bananas. That is such a long time. I'm leaving for work right at normal stream time. I see. These aren't necessarily convenient for me. But like, I mean they're not really a problem. But it just means I have to get up early. which I used to do a lot. If you guys remember the days when I used to wake up at like 6 in the morning and immediately go for a run. That is disgusting to think about. That's a different person. That is not me. Play more sound for— oh yeah, how is it? I forgot to pick it up. I was gonna pick it up when you sent it to me, but I forgot. I didn't realize it was gonna be co-op. I kind of want to play that with Chester, but he'll probably really like the roguelike aspect of it, but he's gonna be like, oh, I'm not good with the rhythm game. And I really want to play it. That's dope that it's co-op. I love that. And your lunch break. Right time for a stream, but it's nice to be able to tune in the morning. It's nice. These are normally just a lot more relaxed. We have our chaos here for sure. But these are always like, you know what? I woke up about an hour and 15 minutes ago. So we're not exactly gonna be the screaming and yelling, you know. Actually, I don't know, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I did just down a coffee before this. So typically before I go to bed or just after. I see. What time is that normally for you? Sounds like my channel. Yeah, it sounds like mine too. It honestly looks really appealing. When you said it was like rhythm based, I wasn't sure what I was expecting. Because anytime someone says like rhythm based roguelike, I think of Necrodancer. And that's like, you gotta move to the— you gotta do everything to the beat. You gotta move to the beat. But that one, it looks like just doing like action to the beat, which is like that's a lot more chilled out. I like that a lot. And God, they made it so like satisfying in the trailer, didn't they? My iPad's loading up. Oh, we good. They made it really satisfying in the trailer, where it's obviously like all to the beat of the music, but it looked so like punchy, for lack of a better way of putting it. Hey, Paws, good morning. How are you doing? It's on sale right now. Oh, they're doing like a what's that called? A release sale. 9 a.m. is bedtime. I see. It's like Necro but more forgiving. Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. That's the vibe I was getting, because it just seems like the actions are rhythm based, right? What game? Soundfall. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Soundfall. Yeah, that came out yesterday, didn't it? It was one of the indie. Oh my God, I didn't watch the indie showcase. I was gonna watch it after I streamed yesterday, but I got busy. I got busy bee. I was gonna watch it. Was there anything else good there? There were like other roguelikes, weren't there? I remember people saying, "Oh yeah, there was multiple roguelikes." I was like, "That's good enough for me. I'll watch it." It was alright. There's been a handful of just alright, like, showcases recently, hasn't there been? And the hadn't it is the as is our arm. I think it's gonna be like that until the next, like, big Breath of the Wild 2. It's gonna be like that until Breath of the Wild 2, isn't it? That's my theory. Some of the music is licensed from indie art. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, that's really good. Hey, Connor, good morning. Rise and shine, baby. How you doing? Yeah, dude. Yeah, oh my God. Wait, I think I'm only one achievement off 100%ing that game. Let me check. Yeah, I'm just playing the soundtrack because I've been listening to this on repeat pretty much. And that's only mostly because, like, when I was playing through the game, when I would boot up the game, I would pretty much just be in the overworld, like, looking at the manual, trying to figure shit out. So, like, I would hear this on repeat, and I was like, oh, this is actually a jam. Yeah, I think I've got, like... Yeah, I've got one achievement until I've 100%ed it. Whew, that's crazy. And it's a difficult one as well. Very slowly getting through. You have one page to get. Oh my God, when you get that last... When you get that last page... I wish I could talk to you about it, but, like, this is the kind of game you absolutely just do not want to spoil. Gonna look up all this. Oh my God, I did it. I did all of it technically without looking anything. Okay, so I say technically because the last puzzle was one, not tied to an achievement, so I don't feel bad about this, and two, like, absurdly difficult and didn't give any indication when it was like if like you did it correctly. So Chester like looked it up and gave me hints, and that's how I solved it. So, like, aside from that last puzzle, everything else I did it without looking anything up, and God, it was so rewarding. Hey Free, good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? Don't have time to figure everything out. That's fair. I think like I was saying this to Chester too, like something really good about that game is that you don't have to do any of the puzzle shit, you know? You can just play it. you can just play it as like a roguelike, and you don't have to do any of the puzzle stuff. That's incredible to me. But honestly, I found the puzzle stuff really rewarding. Like, it obviously took forever. It took a lot of days of like playing the game for hours, and all of those hours would literally just be staring at the book. I'm gonna figure out oh my God, I think the puzzle for the last page, when I figured that out, and like when I got the last page, I was with Jester when it happened. I think it's been like one of my favorite experiences in like playing any game ever. Like, I could have cried when it happened. It was something else. It's been a while. It's nice to see you. Lovely to see you. How you been? Most rewarding game. God, it's so much. It's so much. But yeah, when I like totally finished, I know how to get the solution. I just got it wrong with. It's a long one. It's a long one. I was amazed I entered it correctly. The first time I did it. It's something else. But yeah, I did all of the puzzles, and then the last 2 achievements we looked up because they weren't like puzzle related, they were just like gameplay things. So the last achievement I have to do is oops, sorry, my voice started shaking and I was just raising myself like to be more comfortable in my chair. But like I can't do that properly because of my chest. My chest is still healing, so I was like, ah. The last achievement I have to do is I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Well, I have an idea. You have to get the gun before you get the sword. So like you have to start a new game and go to the quarry and get the gun before you get the sword, which is that was me, but with the scattered gold monument screenshotting him. Oh my god, the fucking scattered monument. That was such a pain in the ass. That was such a pain in the ass. The second, like, I realized... I have all of my, post-it notes, actually. Oh my god, I should show this to you guys. How am I gonna do this? I have... Okay, so, for those who don't know what Tunic is a, Souls-like puzzle game that came out, like, maybe like 3 weeks ago now. You play as a cute little fox. I did play it, for one stream, like around the time it came out. But like the first half of it is just like Souls-like, and then the second half, it introduces you to all these puzzles that you can solve to get like a true ending or whatever. And you like pick up pieces of the game manual as you go along, and it like tells you what to do, and it's all in like this secret language and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. When I got to the second half of the game and it started introducing me to all these puzzles, that's when I started like busting out the post-it notes and like writing shit down and like drawing on them to figure out these puzzles. And I have one. Okay. I will send a picture of this in the Discord afterwards because this is absurd. I also have like a I got one of my little sketchbooks where me and Chester figured out the language. We decoded the language in like an evening once. So I'll have to post that in the Discord too, the pages that we did decoding the language, which was really fun. God, that was so much fun. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 post-it notes front and back of notes on this game. Wow, I didn't realize it was that many actually. That's quite a few. I remember when it was like 5 and I was like, oh my god, this is so many. I was wondering if the language is actually about— oh yeah. It's a real language. Me and just like I had gotten some of it on my own. There were like certain patterns I could see and I was like, oh, this correlates to this or whatever, but like I couldn't figure it out exactly. And then Jester came over and I showed him everything I'd done with it, and then with our minds together we worked it out in an evening, and now I can translate everything in the game. Oh wait, Darius Chu, hello. Thank you so much for following. How you doing this morning? How did you decipher it? I tried, but it was impossible. Yeah, I think once there's like one big thing about it that like once we figured it out, we started thinking like, oh well, then this could be this and this could be this. Do you mind me spoiling it? Connor in particular, because I know you're playing it, but does anyone in chat mind me spoiling the language system for Tunic? Because I can just I can spill all the beans, Cause like once you get it, it's like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I already read the spoilers. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, hey, morning. No spoilers? Oh, okay. No spoilers. No spoilers. I won't spoil. I'll be vague. So, the main thing we did was we went through the manual and found... this seems kind of obvious, but bear with me. We found words that we knew what they were. Which is kind of like... Do I need to figure out the language? It depends. If you're just getting the last page, then no. But if you are doing the rest of the puzzles, then yes. But if you're just looking up the rest of the puzzles afterwards, then you don't have to worry about it. So it's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. We figured out the language, and then we didn't need it until like the last 2 puzzles, and we were like, oh yes, it had payoff. It had payoff. I did the fairy, not the fairy ones, not the fairies. I know you need to know the compass direct. Not necessarily. I just I kind of winged that one before I even knew the language. You don't necessarily. Well, like, you don't necessarily need to know that it's saying like north, south, east, or west, or whatever. Because you can see that it's pointed in those directions. But whoopsie, hit the microphone. But yeah, no, you need it. You do need. Oh, you need it for like the last. How did you wing that one? Well, because okay, I'm gonna bring up the. I'm gonna bring up the manual. Tunic manual. Give me a tunic. Okay. Let me show you. Let me. Oh, not my capture card. Is that Tunic music? It is. Good morning, Chester. Nice to see you. How'd you sleep? Yeah, we're just listening. We're talking about Tunic now. Okay, let me show you this. So this is the Tunic manual. You get you get pages of it throughout the game, which is really fucking cool. You got another meeting time? Yuck! It's 9 in the goddamn morning. So, where's the page for? Whoops, spoilers. This thing down here, right? So the signpost, the signpost that shows you like north, south, east, west, or whatever. It's like this one's like west, this one's like east, this one's north, this one's south. That's just how I figured it out. Wait, was it that one? What was the there's another one. Dun 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 dun. Is that like dog shit? Oh, babe, no. Well, that's okay. It's almost the weekends. There was something else, I think, that helped me figure it out. Figured it out before getting that bit? Yeah, I think I did as well. What am I thinking of? Is it the where the fuck did I see those notes? There was something like that had those symbols. I had to go by the compass and that. Yeah, that's another way. Like that's northeast southwest, right? Was it the golden path you did first? No. We're talking about one of the fairy solutions. I gotta find the page. Like words to go. Oh, for the language. Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. No. Yeah, that was another one. Like because we were talking about this earlier. Because like solving the language. We just went back and found like words that we already knew what they were, you know, like in the controls pages and stuff like that. You can like kind of figure out what some of the words might be. And yeah, Golden Path was another one. There is somewhere that says that in the language. I'm not gonna say where. That played a big part. Because like everywhere else it's in English, isn't it? Where the fuck did I see? Yeah, because I know what you mean. Like there was a thing that like had the north, south, east, west on it. That might have been the page actually. But yeah, you can do it with the compass on the Rue de Hall, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, good game. Really good game. Most of the manual is in Tunic language. Yes. This is correct. This is correct. Yeah, no, it did take us like a good few hours to figure out that language. We did it in like an evening, I think. And then like once we cracked it, we were like, oh shit, this makes perfect sense in a way. Yeah, no, really, God, fantastic game. I think like probably one of my new favorite games. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Can't find your Discord, so I DM'd you one of my MS Paint jobs on Twitter. I did it in oh, I actually have I think I still have my notes on for context for everyone else. There's like a monument thing that's shattered and you have to find pieces of it around the world and take pictures of them, like IRL pictures, and then piece it together to figure out like what the monument is. I have my post-it notes somewhere. I just drew the pieces and tried to like squish them together, which was probably a little harder than like doing it in MS Paint or whatever. But like so like it took me forever, but figured it out. Figured it out. But yeah, no, you don't need the language like unless you're doing the like all of the puzzles. So if you like get to a point where if you just like look up the puzzles or whatever, I can show you what and like you don't want to decipher the language, I can just I can show you my notes. I thought about playing Tunic this morning actually. Try and do that last achievement. I don't know. I kind of just feel like hanging out. I thought about doing fucking Solitaire again, because I know the last time I did a morning stream I just played Solitaire for like 2 hours. Which was like surprisingly tense. Because I did that, the morning streams, crosswords, we could. That's a very like morning stream vibe. I feel like, because like whenever we do morning streams, it feels like I try to make them like relaxed. I try to make them chill. So I'm like, oh, we'll do some light puzzles or whatever, and then it always ends up with like just screaming agony. So yeah, hey Solitaire. I actually like since then have tried playing Solitaire just in my free time, and I was like, Kel would yell at me if he saw me playing it, like, play Doom. I've never actually played Doom, except I played the VR one once, and it made me really motion sick. That was on an Oculus Rift though. That was like 4 years ago or something. Oculus Rift for some reason makes me more motion sick than a Vive does. I think that's a normal thing though. I think other people have said that. But they're like, oh yeah, one makes me more motion sick than the other. Which I guess makes sense if they're built different, for lack of a better way of saying it. Monster Sanctuary? Oh yeah, you've been playing that, haven't you? How are you finding it? Doom VR seems like it would be bad. Yeah, no, it wasn't good. Because even now, if I'm using my Vive, I have to wear these, like, you know those, like pressure wristbands you get for motion sickness? You wear in cars and stuff like that. I wear those, and even then I can only manage like a few hours before I get like a little sick, whatever. But a little bit, wasn't really in the mood, but it's good. I see. And which one, what's the deal with that game again? I remember looking up Monster Sanctuary, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll give this a crack. Monster Sanctuary. Halfway between a JRPG and Pokemon? Oh, word? Oh, yeah, this looks cute. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it looks cute. I like the style. I do remember seeing this. Metroidvania. Oh, word? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know what the fuck that means. Metroidvania, I mean. I've never played I never played a Metroid. Surprisingly. Is that surprising? I don't know. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? The world of the game unlocks with character upgrades? That's pretty cool. How do you mean? Oh, no, I understand what you're saying. Oh, I've played plenty of those. Right, I know what you mean. Right, like, would you count, Ori? Would you count Ori? That's like a similar vibe, right? Yeah, no, I've never played a Metroid. Yeah, they're over. Yeah. You unlock speed of it. Yeah. You know, my brother had a Metroid. He had one on the Wii, which I played like a little bit of. I was like, funny ball lady. But like I've never played one. Like a soupy Metroid game. I played Metroidvanias though. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I get that. I understand. Okay, yeah, I kind of dig those. Well, I dug Ori. I liked Ori a lot. I think I liked it because of the difficulty, though. Metroid Fusion is the only one I played. I know nothing about any of these. Because I don't know what it is about Metroid that, like, never seemed... that, like, never, like, super appealed to me. Do you count something like Ocarina of Time as a Metroidvania? Ooh. Like, it has that, I mean... Metroidvania isn't, like, if you put it like that, that's not locked behind a genre, though, right? Because if you say, like, Souls-like, that's a pretty, like, distinct genre. I mean, it's gonna have, like, Tunic is a Souls-like. It's gonna have the, like, it's gonna have different vibes, but that's like the same, like, oh, it's difficult and you're gonna be killing stuff and dying a lot. But Metroidvania, if you just say, like, oh, the world unlocks, like, as you go along, that could be, like, any sort of genre, right? No? Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Can I bridge the spirits? Oh, I wanted to play that. That was the one, is that the one with the little guys? Is that the one with the little dudes? Yeah, that's the one with the fellas. Yeah, I really wanted to play that. On account of the fellas, you see. Little men, yeah. Yeah, the little guys. Zelda games are a bit different. Like, there's dungeons that are kind of optional. Oh. I'd argue, like, the dungeons in Zelda are completely necessary. That come out? Yeah, I wanted to play it. Came out last year. Okay, yeah, woo. Yeah, I didn't even realize it came out. Wow, fuck. Cool. It's hard as hell. Ooh, I like that. I don't know what in me unlocked to really enjoy difficult games. No, I enjoyed it a lot. Good morning, Crom. How you doing? Oh, lovely to see ya. Hope you're enjoying yourself. You can do them in different ways. Ah, right, okay, yeah, that's very different to the option. That's the same in Ori, though, isn't it? You can do things in, like, different orders. I didn't think order was order. I mean, I guess if it's the case of, like, unlocking some of the map, but I mean, that's the case with Ori. Where do we draw the line here? How linear does it have to be a Metroidvania? That's it! That's probably what didn't super appeal to me is it being linear. Never played Ori? It's good! It's good as hell. I love Ori. Very difficult. There's a level of it I may never forget just because of how difficult it was. It's the one where like you're escaping one of the temples and it's filling up with water. Metroidvanias are platformers. That's it. Oh, are they strictly platformers? Oh, word. Okay, that changes things. That's probably also, I'm not a big fan of platformers. Except Ori. That's probably another part of, they don't have to platform. they don't have to platformers. That's what, yeah, why do they have to be platformers? The genre can be squishy. Or in a gradient. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't know, let's look it up. Metroidvania. Metroidvania is a subgenre. Action adventure focused on non-linearity. Well, fuck me then, I guess. Utility-gated exploration and progression. It doesn't say anything. Oh, typically based on two-dimensional side-scrolling platform gameplay. Typically, so not necessarily. Yeah, I don't see why it has to be. Gated to platformer. I consider Jedi Fallen Order to be a Metroid-like, and it's also a Souls-like. Metroid Prime. Oh, yo, hold on. Someone on the... I think we played Metroid Prime. Wait, which ones were on the Wii? We played one on the Wii. That definitely was not a platformer. That's what I said? You said... I'm like, yeah, you're like, Metroidvania is a platformer. And I was like, oh, I don't think they're necessarily platformers. And you're like, yeah, that's what I said. For the most part, you kind of... Metroid Prime 3 and other M. Oh, wait, let me look it up. It might have been other M. Oh, that's my preference bar. I typed Petroid. Petroid? No, it must have been Prime 3. Yeah, I think it was Prime 3. Other M is the bad one? I love that, like, any series of beloved video games has a quote-unquote bad one. What is the bad Zelda? Actually, that's very subjective, isn't it? People will probably say Twilight Princess, but Twilight Princess fucking slaps. And then a lot of other people will say Skyward Sword, right? I wonder if Prime holds up. I don't... Well, I can't help you. I think if this whole discussion has told us anything, it's that I can't help you there. Not a Metroid person. I was really surprised to find out Zelda's Adventure. Oh god, yeah, it's gotta be one of the fucking CDI ones, or Zelda's Adventure. No, yeah, you're right. I can't believe people are like, oh, Twilight Princess is the worst Zelda, when, like, the CDIs exist. I've only played Breath of the Wild, and it was fun. Okay. That's exceptionally controversial, AB. Fine? Just fine? Breath of the Wild was just fine? That is... Just fine? Do you realize what you're saying? That's Breath of the Wild! What are you talking about? Oh, I think I just crashed my software. Oh, I'm alive. Glad you liked it though. No, yeah, okay, that's the thing. Hubris. That's the thing. To each their own, right? Was it the OU that gave it a 7 out of 10 and got 8? Never played a Zelda game? I think, honestly, Breath of the Wild is a really great one to start with. That being said, it's absolutely nothing like any of the other Zeldas. I guess it depends what sort of games you normally play, right? If not Breath of the Wild, what's like the best Zelda to start with? What's like a good... What's a good Zelda? I can't say that I've played a lot of the really popular ones. Like, I never did Majora's Mask. I never did, what's it called? Oh, you know what? I did a little bit of Ocarina of Time, but I never finished it. I did it when, like, they did the port of it on 3DS. May have had a stronger reaction to Breath of the Wild if I had a history with... This is also true. Yeah, this is also true. Ocarina of Time, maybe. I mean, I played it, like... I played it when they ported it to 3DS, and, like, I couldn't get into it. 100% my preferred way to play Zelda. Link's crossbow training. Yeah, like... that's the thing, it really depends on what sort of games you play normally. But... Breath of the Wild is so, like, what's the word? What is the word? Like, approachable, I guess? Because it's so, like, there's a little bit of it... There's, like, different parts of it that'll suit, like, everyone, you know? Pretty kind of boring. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said, yeah. I couldn't get into it. That's definitely one of those games where if you played it as a kid, like, that was the best shit you ever played, right? It holds up in some way. It's fucking Zelda, like, of course it holds up. But you gotta, I think it's better appreciated among its time. Majora's Mask is very good. I've watched an entire playthrough of Majora's Mask, and god, that's I fucking love it. I adore it. That's 100% my sort of game, I think. But I can't for the life of me imagine trying to figure that shit out, you know? Wind Waker's good. Oh, I was thinking one of them. I was gonna say Wind Waker, but I've never played it. I played, what was the other one? Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass is really good, except for the one part that everyone hates. The one tiny puzzle, the one map puzzle that everyone hates. Never finished Majora. That's the thing, like, if I played that, when it was big and hot and toasty, I probably would have never finished it, because how the fuck is a kid supposed to figure that out? I don't know if I could figure that out now. I don't know. Yeah, I thought about playing it. I obviously know bits and pieces just from watching, like, gameplays and stuff like that, but I couldn't remember the audio's supposed to do everything. That's absurd. Yeah. Crazy game. I love it. It's great. It's creepy. It has that creepypasta about the kid that drowned. Ben. You cracked a language cipher, you'll be fine. That was different. That was different. There wasn't, like, time pressure when I was cracking a language cipher. You know? I would start sweat. I know you can turn time back and stuff like that, but I'd be sweating, dog. I'd be like, fuck, the moon's fucking crashing. You know? I can't do that shit. That's like, I mean, then, like, solving tuning puzzles, it was literally me sat looking at the manual, listening to this song on repeat because I was in the overworld. And I was like, oh, this is nice. Like, my brain hurts, I'm being challenged, but this is nice and chill. If I want a break, I can go around and slash at some enemies. Come back to it, yeah. But, like, So I played Majora's Mask, and like, I was thinking like, where should I go next? And I look up slightly, and the moon is just there. I'd be like, fuck, I gotta, fuck, shit, I gotta go. I gotta get a goddamn move on, dog. No, I don't know if I could do that. Even with the benefit of being able to turn time back. But then you also have to get that. You also have to get the ability to turn time back before the moon crashes and kills you. I don't remember how you do that, so yeah, good Zelda. It's a fun watch. It's a very fun watch. I really adore that concept of like a game that takes place in like the span of a day or two. You know? That feels like a lot of games, actually, right? I don't know. Yeah, I guess you don't really think about it unless it's something like Majora's Mask. Just like Deathloop. Oh, I don't know if I wanted to play that. I wanted to watch a gameplay of that. Did that turn out to be any good? Deathloop? Yeah, like Deathloop. Yeah, I guess you don't really like... All recent games have done that? Yeah, I was thinking about this yesterday with something. I can't remember if it was a game or a TV show. It's like a time loop, yeah. I don't necessarily mean like time looping games. I mean like games that take place like in the span of a short amount of time. Because obviously you're playing through it and you're like, you'll play like a couple hours a day or whatever. But then like if you think of the game as a whole, you're like, oh my god, this was like this one character's worst. It was like the worst day of their life. It was like the most stressful 12 hours for them. Gotta figure out the best path through the day to kill this target. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that shit. I used to avoid games like that a lot. When I was like a teenager, stuff like Hitman, I really avoided because I was like, oh no, I'm gonna fuck up. But like that's kind of the fun part though, is fucking up and learning, right? I guess that's kind of why I like Souls-like and stuff like that. It's all about like trying again and trying again and trying again. Took me 50 hours to realize you can sleep in the tunic bed to change it back to day when it starts going to shit. It's in the manual. Link and the terrible, horrible no-good. Yeah, right? Link's just shitty day. Should have translated them. It's a picture. Actually, I don't remember when you get that page. I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's in the manual, because like I don't remember like when you get the pages, because you get them out of order. So I don't fucking know. I couldn't fucking tell you. I kind of wanted to play Hitman on stream actually, but I think I tried it initially and the button did. I did that too. I went into the house and I was like, there's nothing I can do in here. I can open this chest and then leave and then that's it. What's so important about this place? And then the thing happened. I watched, oh my god, I've got to find the video actually. I watched a video of someone killing the Tunic final boss in less than a minute, and like he just kind of goes after and starts fucking wailing. It's really funny. I love the thought of playing something like Skyrim and never sleeping in a bed. I've been playing through Oblivion lately, and Chester caught the bug from that, and he started playing through Skyrim again, and he was saying like, yeah, no, it's weird seeing you sleep in Oblivion to level up, because when he plays Skyrim, he just doesn't sleep. He just kind of stands there. I really love the concept of waiting in Skyrim. Because you really do just stand around. And people just kind of like going about their day with you standing. I want to play Oblivion again. It's so crunchy. It's so like I knew this before I started playing, because I go through it like every now and again. I like pick it up and start a new save. It's so crunchy. God, it's unbelievable. So Nico, good morning. How you doing? It's nice to see you. And it was Chester's first time seeing Oblivion actually, which I normally do like the Thieves Guild when I play it. And oh god, there's the bit in the Thieves Guild where Armand Kristoff goes into hiding. Is that his name? Armand Kristoff? Yeah. I have a few hours till morning, but I'm pretty deep into coffee today. Pretty much. Coffee, I always associate coffee with like first thing in the morning, feeling like bright and early and stuff. It's that good old caffeine addiction, you know? But yeah, I hope you're well. I hope you're, despite that, sleeping well, you know? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the bit where like Armand Kristoff goes into hiding and like there's a ton of guards on the Imperial City waterfront, and they're all like running around and looking for him. And of course, not only do all the guards look exactly the same, they all have the same voice actor. So the guards will be like sprinting around, and then they just stop, halt in their tracks. And then they start sprinting around again. And every time you go past one, they stop in their tracks, look at you and go, "Have you seen Armand Kristoff?" And then you go up to a completely different guard and he's like, "Have you seen Armand Kristoff?" And I was doing, and Chester was like, "This is unbelievable." He was like, this is inexcusable." Is it really fucking is? I drink it all day long, no one. Oh god. I feel like I rarely have like 2 cups of coffee a day if I'm having like a really sleepy day. I really try to avoid it because I know if I had less self-control I would just drink coffee all day. I love coffee now. I have it completely black. How do you guys have your coffee? Do we have a lot of black coffee drinkers? I remember it being really hard to join the Thieves Guild. I knew that I've done it so many times that I just kind of go to the place at the exact right time, and Armand is like, "Alright, I guess we're all here." I only drink coffee when I'm extremely tired, so I drink it every day. Yeah, right? White and sweet. I couldn't do it. I do like it white and sweet, but I think I'm I think I'm lactose intolerant. If we learned anything from the milkshake incident a couple months ago. I find it fascinating that people actually drink coffee for energy. I mean, I do like the taste of black coffee a lot. But it really does wonders for energy, you know. Creamer and a frappuccino. Yeah, I do really like the sweet. I do like the sweeter coffees because that is essentially a milkshake, isn't it? But that feels more like a treat kind of thing to me. Whereas like a black coffee in the morning feels like a oh no, there's no way I can say it without being like, "Huh, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee." There's no way I can say it without being. It's like a morning ritual. Yeah, it's a dessert. Yeah, it's essentially a dessert. Yeah, no, I do like I think I definitely prefer black coffee, but I do like it with like milk and cream and stuff. Oh, good morning, Luda. A very good morning. How are you today? How'd you sleep? But yeah, it feels like a treat if I have it with milk and cream and stuff, and also it makes my tummy very upset. S'mores frap? God, that sounds so good. Ah, that sounds so fucking good. I like s'mores. I haven't had them in however long. Non-dairy Irish cream flavored creamer. What is non-dairy creamer made of? Got woken up by about people testing fire. Oh my god. They used to do that in my uni accommodation. In my first year uni accommodation, like, Fridays at 8 a.m, it would be like, oh, we're testing the fire alarm. Or like Fridays at 9 a.m or something, which normally wasn't a problem because I would normally be in labs, like doing coursework or whatever. But on the rare occasion I didn't have like a lecture or something, I would sleep in and always get woken up on a fucking Friday by a fire alarm. This happens every week. Yeah, it was the same. Yeah, it was the same when I was in uni. God, I had that in uni, and then I moved back here for like a couple years, and oh no, that was like in the summers between my uni years. We had a different next door neighbor here, and he used to let his garden grow like a fucking jungle, and then like every few months we'd go over there and cut it down. He would just let us come in and we would go in there and cut it down. But also he was really loud. Morning, Sonny! Good morning, Sunbobo. How you doing? How'd you sleep? Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and like he listened to music really loud as well, and then he got a girlfriend and they started having like really loud sex. Like every day at all hours. So like there was no fucking respite from being woken up from a nearby sound, you know? I think they got married actually. They got married and then he moved in with her, and then like her brother or something won the lottery. So like I think he's actually quite well off right now. In my third year, I was on a campus storm for medical reasons. All these are freshers. And the fire alarm went off at 11 p.m. Oh no. Oh my god. I had that happen once. Like late at night, the fire alarm started going off. That's always the case, right? That's always gotta happen once if you go to uni. Like someone will like burn toast or whatever. Some first year's gonna burn toast, and the fire alarm's gonna go off at midnight because someone had the fucking munchies. Hey, welcome back, Chester. Slept like a rock until my neighbor's dog started howling. Am I crying? I'm not bad, not too bad. The other day I think I lifted something a little too heavy, and I've kind of had a bit of a twinge, but I just gotta take it easy. I can raise my arms pretty good. So not bad, not bad. Do you mean that if you have sex you can't listen to loud? I don't know why they didn't do both at the same time. He had no problem listening to really loud music. It's just that it was only ever one or the other. He would never like cover up the sounds with music. I think it beats midnight fire alarms at cons. I've never had the pleasure. So glad they unlinked all the fire alarms. Oh, word? If one went off, they all went off, and that was like, surely. I mean, I'm glad you don't have to like deal with hearing fire alarms all the time, but surely that's safe, right? If one fire alarm goes off, like they all, because you don't know, like if a fire starts in one area, then the rest of it's gonna, like, it's gonna spread and put out the whole place. It's absurd, however. Yeah, that's concerning. I think in my was it my first year, my second year, my ex set off the fire alarm because he burnt rice. And we had a rice cooker. So make what you will. Make it what you will. But as long as it isn't rice. We can still do the other flats fire alarm so it doesn't obliterate Zara's tiny eardrums. Fair. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, so like, that's where I was going. So like I'd have like the weekly fire alarms in uni. Then I'd come back here and my neighbor would be really loud. And then we got a new neighbor and it was quiet for a few years. And then I moved up north for a bit. And every week, no, it wasn't every week. It was like once every 3 weeks or something, once a month maybe. They would have a guy come around and clean all the windows of the building that we were in. And he he basically just had like a long extendable stick that was like a squeegee that would use to clean the windows. But because it was so fucking long and like just absurdly tall, whenever it went to a different window, he would like reel it back and then smack it against the window. And this was always at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. So like there would be like once every 3 weeks or something, I would wake up to fucking clonk as this guy cleans the giant fucking windows in this flat. Yeah, I don't miss that. I get some pretty good sleeps here. Actually, I was woken up this morning, because a magpie. No, was it a magpie? I think a crow, actually. It was some sort of, I don't remember. I was really tired. Some sort of bird was sat on the, oh. Hey, good morning, Aphora. How you doing? How'd you sleep? Actually, what time is it for you? I don't know what time zone you're in. There's some sort of bird. Like right outside of my window, just to the left is like the roof to our bathroom, because it's slightly lower down and it extends further out of the house. So like it's right next to my window and I can see the roof to the bathroom. And birds sit on there all the time and fucking scream. 1 hour ahead of the UK. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. How'd you sleep? And I like at some point this morning, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock or whatever, a crow was just sat on there screaming, just ah, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I also woke up because I sleep with my blind like halfway down. Oh, Addy so thank you very much for following. Thank you and good morning. How are you doing today? Sleep was good? Oh no, I was just talking about how I got woken up by a beast of bird outside my window this morning. Yeah, other than that, like not bad at all. I mean, I typically when I'm staying at this house, I get woken up by wildlife more so than anything these days, which I don't particularly mind. It's better than getting woken up by like loud music or something, because if it's a bird, it'll probably just like sit there for a couple minutes screaming and then leave. And I'm like, oh, nature's beautiful, you know? Yeah, no, that happens every now and again. But yeah, I also woke up around that time, like, when I got woken up by the bird, I realized, I sleep with my blind, like, halfway down. Not all the way down, just, like, halfway, so some light can come in and it's easier to wake up in the morning. And when I woke up at like 5, I realized the sun was shining like directly on my face. Or whatever time it was. Like just the smallest beam of light was coming through and shining directly on my face, and that didn't wake me up. Good morning, Cost. Thank you very much for following. Hello, nice to see ya. Yeah, it was the bird that woke me up and not the blinding sun directly. It was like perfectly on my face too, the smallest patch of sun. I was like, oh, it's nice that didn't wake me up, actually. But yeah, no, aside from the bird, good. I did set an alarm this morning so I could wake up and do this stream. And I didn't even need it, because, I woke up to... What did I wake up to? Oh, my mum getting ready for work, which normally doesn't wake me up, weirdly. For some reason, every time I set an alarm in the morning, something always wakes me up like a few minutes before it. I ended up getting up like 2 minutes before my alarm went off. I don't know how it keeps consistently happening. It's quite incredible, really. But it's good, because I really hate hearing my alarm. I don't know why. I guess, you know, I used to hear it all the time for like work or school or whatever. It's just an alarm, but I hate hearing it. It makes me jump every time. Like, there's no way I can have an alarm and not like wake up in a fucking panic, being like, I gotta, it's time to get up, but also I gotta turn it up, cause like it gets louder. I hate that about alarms. Like phone alarms, they get louder. What is it? That's scary. I'm getting erratic, sorry. Connie, good morning. Thanks very much for following. How are you today? This is supposed to be a chill morning stream, and now now I'm like, I hate the alarms. They get loud. They get loud and they wake me up. But yeah, no, actually, slept quite. I've been sleeping really good the past few days. I think it is actually because of streaming. Because obviously I took like a couple weeks off after I got top surgery. And this has been like my first week back. And man, streaming was taking it out of me, man. I was streaming for like my normal time and I would stop and I'd be like, fuck, I'm shattered, man. I'm exhausted. But I've been sleeping really good, which is great because I obviously haven't been able to get exercise. And I won't be able to for like a few more weeks. Which is painful for me. Very, very awful for me. Because I exercise a lot normally. I exercise tons and tons and tons. I go for like a lot of long runs and stuff, and I get like restless leg syndrome, especially like if I'm not exercising a lot. So I've had like a lot of days the past few weeks where I've tried to sleep and my legs have just been killing me. By the way, restless leg syndrome is a fucking stupid name. I hate having to say it. I hate having to say it because it sounds like I'm making it up. I hate that it's called that. Actually, I remember, it makes it sound like I try to sleep at night and my legs are just doing like a little jig of their own. Have you ever seen those videos people take where they take like a time lapse of themselves doing like ab workouts or something? And their legs are like, their legs are like doing an Irish jig or something. That's what it sounds like to me. See ya, Crom. Thank you very much for dropping in, bud. Have yourself a lovely morning and a lovely time with your friend. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Well, boy, have a good weekend. Let me see if I can find one of those videos, actually. Ab workout time lapse. Okay. Let me show you this. Let me pause the tunic. So like this is what I think of, right? When I say I have restless leg syndrome, this is the image I have in my mind. This is kind of what it feels like to be honest. That is how you sleep. I mean, pretty much. I do a lot of shuffling around in my sleep. Hey, Catlick and hello, Gothmouse! Good morning to both of you. How you doing? Is that V? Afro the Fire God, hello! Thank you very much for following. Good morning. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. With the sound effects. That's why Chester has a hard time sleeping at night because I pass out and then it's like hello, Afro, good morning. Yeah, every time I say like, oh yeah, I have restless leg syndrome, that's the image that comes into my mind. I hate saying it, it's such a stupid name. Especially watching Twitch and like, oh cute! So cute! What kind of lizard? I love lizards. I always wanted like a lizard pet when I was younger, but we've always had like cats. Always had like a pair of cats and they would not tolerate a lizard. The name does kind of evoke that. Yeah. It's worse when you see a person in your dreams and you just sat awoog. Oh my god! Legless rest! Legolas rest syndrome. I have elf eyes. And elf ears. Little wiggly elf ears. I had a dream last night that I had a dream. Chester, you were in my dream last night. I had a dream. Me and Chester were with they were just like vague people, but they were like our friends. I'm pretty sure in this dream. I had a dream we were sat with a bunch of our friends and we were like, oh, let's play a drinking game. Like we'd already had a few drinks. We were like, oh, we should play a drinking game. And like it would go like clockwise around the circle, and whoever it was on, we'd spin like this wheel, and it'll be either be like take a sip, or like truth or dare, or take a shot, or whatever. And and we were keeping track of who got what, just by doing like a tally or whatever, for some reason. And then like I remember we started and it got to me and it was like, oh, take a sip. I was like, okay. And then it got to like my second turn and I got sip again and I was like, okay. And then like I blacked out and I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh my head. And I was like, I don't know what happened last night. And then we looked at this piece of paper we were using to keep track of who got what, and it was like covered. It was fucking covered in tally marks and just notes and writing, and I was like, oh my god, like how long did we play last night? I don't think I've ever fully like blacked out from a night of drink. I've had like partial blackouts, but never like never like whole nights. Never had a whole night's been deleted from my head, so I guess I just dream about it instead. Been better when I'm trying to hang in there. Absolutely hang in there. But yeah, I hope you're having a good morning. It's really lovely to see you. I have no idea. Just Fennec Crickets and befriending it. That feels that feels like how I'd eventually end up getting a pet. I feel like I'm gonna move out of here and then be like, oh, maybe we should get like a cat or something. I'm just gonna like find a raccoon in the street or something and stop feeding it ham. I was running away from Dracula in my dream, and then me and you got pizza, and Kelp flew in from America to get pizza. I love that we both dreamt about each other last night. I dreamt about drinking with you, and you dreamt about getting pizza with me. Ideal dates. Get pizza and then black out the evening. That's cute. I swear, like, there was some other random shit that happened in that dream, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, after I woke up, after I woke up from like the blackout evening, I had a new phone. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? It's a brand new phone. Like, I was always saying I should get a new phone because mine's what, 5, 6 years old at this point. Doesn't run so good anymore. I guess I finally got a new phone. And it lit up and my cousin started calling me. And I answered it and I was like, hey, what's up? Like, we haven't spoken in ages. How you doing? She was like, what? I didn't fucking call you. I was like, oh, right. I guess this isn't my phone. Like, oh, I guess nice to see you too. Oh, I should actually check what time my train is. So that I don't overstay. I realize like I'm having a really good time just talking shit, but I should really keep an eye on the time. Oh, it's not till like 12:15. We're good. Even in my dream, I play League of Legends. I think I had a friend who tried to teach me how to play. No, not League. The other one. Dota 2. This was like back in the day when it was huge. I had a friend who like tried to teach me and Sam how to play it, and we would just we're like, this isn't our sort of game is the kind of game we could just like dick around and still win. So like, I don't think this is gonna work out. Literally had a pet possum for a whole year before it just disappeared one day. You come into my porch. We had a glass sliding porch door, and I would just leave cat food and other things. Eventually, I got brave enough. Prop the door. Yeah, it was Alex, dog. Prop the door and just feed him. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love the way possums eat. The way they're like, you know. You know what animal you shouldn't even give food to in France? A boar? They follow you? That's a pet dog! That's a name I've not heard in a long time. What, Dota or Alex? Dota, not Alex. Okay, let's get Yeah, no, Dota. I mean, me and Sam, we played it like once or twice, and I was like, this is not our kind of game, you know? If ever we did play like that sort of competitive game, we were really into Overwatch and TF2, but I don't think MOBAs was the thing for us. Even so, like, TF2 more so than Overwatch, because TF2 really was like, it had that audience of people who would like, you know, they'd play it properly and seriously and they'd enjoy it, but also like the game is silly enough in itself that the kind of people who played it would just like not really take it seriously. I don't think you can say the same about Overwatch. Like I played it for a good while, like a really good while when it was popular, and like I had a fucking blast, man. That was a great game. But man, the people playing it. Yeah, I think that's eventually what drove me off of it. It's just people. It's just people. TF2 is just a weird game. It's just people having fun, even in competitive. Yeah, that's what like that's what I loved about it, is that it was competitive, but also like, I don't know, you collect funny hats. Like, I love that you collect funny hats and throw jars of piss at people. That's ideal. There's boars here like everywhere, even in the city, and most food they like is bananas. They get aggressive if you don't get to. Oh no, that's fucking trouble. That's fucking trouble. That's crazy. Girate sniper, yeah, right. That's crazy. Like, I always kind of wished we had more, like, sort of a variety of wildlife here. Well, I mean, I guess we do. But you don't really get anything exciting. But I guess, with having, like, an I guess, exciting type of creature just roaming around the place you live, is that it probably also means, oh, they're gonna be aggressive. Someone didn't unlock the Winston piss jar. Oh! Oh, could you imagine? Oh, God. Could you imagine getting doused with monkey piss? I'd quit. I wouldn't even try to fight back. I'd leave. Who knows, like, what sort of animals that's going to attract, you know? Monkey piss? Poggers? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like, I guess like the most exciting wildlife you get like in the UK, not even, I mean, I live in a city, but like it's not like a big city, you know. It's not like London or anything. And we're spitting distance away from the countryside, so we get like this is about as decent as it gets for wildlife in a city, I guess. We obviously have we have a fox that lives nearby here and is always traipsing around, but that's like a pretty you get those like everywhere in the UK. We actually have like a decent amount of birds of prey around here. The River Severn runs through my town, and we've started getting otters. I think as of a few years ago, we've started getting otters that like scamper around. I saw one once, but I haven't seen any since. We get like cormorants and stuff like that. We get a lot of interesting birds, but we don't really get a lot of anything else. I'm confused how they live in sun. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They look like they're from the sun. They look like red from the sun and stuff. Oh, word? They're friends with a raccoon-looking cats? Yeah, I don't know how like bigger animals like that just kind of wander around in cities. I mean, you're like particularly close to forests or countryside or whatever. Bubbles' backyard weirdly attracts a ton of— You got a vulture? That's fucking dope. That is gnarly. Yeah, we get like the occasional bird of— We have peregrine falcons nesting nearby. I haven't really seen any though. If I go for like longer walks, out in the fields and stuff, and outside the city limits, then I might see like kestrels or whatever. But yeah, normally just a lot of interesting birds, I guess. We don't have anything like I guess aside from the otters, we don't have anything land dwelling. Yeah, vulture, that's dope as hell. That's fucking awesome. A lot of cats here. That's not very exciting. Actually, the fox that lives around here, I did catch him sleeping in my garden once, just in the middle of the day. Asleep in the middle of the garden. Dude, what are you doing? My cat really wanted to go outside, and I was like, no. What's it say? It said... The answer to the famous question. The fox don't say shit, he's asleep. He looked so raggedy too. A raggedy old man. Still can't believe the time there's a fox. Yeah, that was like the other week. You had a fox on your fucking balcony. Just knocking about. He was lost. He was definitely lost. I have to piss so bad. Okay, give me like a minute. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to piss myself. As I live and breathe, it's you, the hero of Kvatch. I was gonna say the hero of Korodai, but that's CDI Zelda, isn't it? Yo, we should play CDI Zelda on stream sometime, if I can get that working. I don't know, it controls like ass, but, you know. Love a good difficult game, right? You got Jirate now! Oh, you know it. I'm putting it on my Etsy later. Forest and non-existent? Yo, what? Plopped in a cold country like they just came. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Yes, yes to see the— it would destroy me. It really would, but god, it would be such a laugh. I'm always talking about, oh, I love a good difficult game, I love a good roguelike, I love a good Souls-like. Here's a tricky one for you, Kip. Play the CDI Zeldas. Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a long time. If I can get it working, then like, for sure. For sure, dog. What? Is that even— hold on. CDI Zelda PC. Gonna play Zelda's Adventure— yeah, no, The Zelda CDI games have been remade for free on PC. Yo, what? Is that right? God, these look terrible. Bum, 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 bum. Can I? Can I play it? That file does not exist. Okay, yahoo. It might be easier than I thought. It seems like they might have been remade for PC. Ooh. Yo, what? Really? Page not found. Motherfucker. I'll have to look into that, but it might be more doable than I think. That'll be a good stream. Next we'll discover like an alive species of water freaking velociraptor. I wanna look those up, hold on. Frankfurt boars. Frankfurt boars? Boars are so chumbly. You know what I mean? I think I like duped myself into thinking chumbly is actually a word. But like, what else can you say except they are chumbly? Wild boar storms Frankfurt Church. My man. That's an elder god. Be an OG and get the Philips CDI. How much are Philips CDIs? How much do those go for these days? Shopping. $100? 200 bucks? Jesus Christ. Yo, they ain't that good, dog. What other, like... There's gotta be some other, like, terrible... See, how would I even capture that? How would I even There's no way. How would I even capture a Philips CDI? There's no way there's anything on Earth that's even remotely compatible. There's gotta be like some other terrible CDI games. Were there any? Whoa, someone is selling an original CDI copy of Wand of Gamelon for £327. Bruh. Oh man. Could you imagine? Ooh, backgammon on the CDI. I'm noticing a trend. Most of these Philips CDI games are, like, puzzle games. Like backgammon or chess. Stuff like that. They're either puzzle games or sports games, which is... That's like a mark of, oh, these games are easy to make. So that I feel like that's a mark of this console is not good. Which we already knew. We already knew this. However... Philips CDI Wayne's World Movie 2. Could this thing play movies? There's no way. Philips CDI Addams Family Values. What? Could this thing play films? Oh, because it's fucking CDI. This isn't for the Philips CDI. This is just... Jackass. Price drop. Philips CDI. £110 on eBay. There's no way, like... I mean, people have captured them before. There's no way... Like, how the fuck do you fucking capture a Philips CDI? I'm talking about, like like recording the video. You know what? It's probably a lot easier and cheaper for me to just emulate it. You'd be losing money not to. 25% of the discovered species of animals in the world are freaking beetles. Oh yeah, I've heard this before. Oh my god, I love beetles. I love beetles. The bugs, not the guys with the bowl cuts. For one of my next tattoos, I thought about getting a beetle. Because I saw a really cool tattoo years and years ago. I wish there was a way I could find it again, man. I'll look it up in a sec. Of someone who had a beetle, like, it was like on the outside of their arm by their elbow, and then when, like, they opened their arm, like, the wings of the beetle opened. I wonder if I can find that again. Beetle tattoo... elbow? Yeah! Oh, yo, I found it. I thought you meant the car. Hold on. Let me show you this. So, like this. I wanted a beetle tattoo like this. So when the arm is closed, like it's bug, and then when it's open, like the wings are open. That would be dope, right? That'd be really cool. Little beetle bug. Little bit. That's a sim. That's a sim. Oh, the ladybug. Look at these. Aren't these cool? You get super wide though. I love that. These jumpers. Look at that. That's dope, man. Yeah, it works so well. Unbelievable, isn't it? That's great. Yeah, I was thinking something like this. It'd be really cool to have like an iridescent beetle. I want to design something like that. I saw a video of this one. Oh, what is this? Tattoo reveal. Yo, hold on. I have to. Oh my god! Please just let me. I want to look at tattoos. These beetles that live here bite and it feels like a nail. Oh no, we don't have like a lot of dangerous insects or anything. Maybe that's why I'm so keen. Hold on. Do it. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. That's the thing, like oh my god. Are you seeing this shit? Bruh. That's crazy. I got bit by a ladybug? Yeah, I didn't know they bit either. That's fucking crazy. Bunnies. That's awesome, man. Oh, that one would be really cool. The big eyeball one? That's awesome, man. This is so creative. These are oh, dude! These are so creative. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have a lot of, like, insects here. Or a lot of anything that's, like, super dangerous to people. I mean, even if we did, I'd still... Oh, hell yeah, the long eye. I love that. Even if we did, I'd still like bugs, you know? I can appreciate that. I mean, my favorite animal is an alligator, you know? And I know they'd tear the shit out of me if I went near one. But, like, I can... Oh, that was cool. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. That's just nature in it, you know? Something's gonna bite the shit out of you at some point or another. Big watery eye. 22 species of spider that aren't even harmful. That's the... I don't like spiders. I mean, I've gotten better about them. I used to have really bad arachnophobia. Like, to the point of, like, if I saw a tiny little spider, I would be, like, sweating and shaking. Sweating and shaking and shitting and farting, pissing and throwing up. But like I'm not as bad now. They do kind of freak me out. Like, it's the legs. Sorry, I keep bashing the desk and everything. I'm trying to get comfy. It's the legs. It's the legs. But like I can at least like put them in a glass and take them outside now. I didn't even used to be able to do that. I couldn't even go near them. Like I got a fucking what are they called? Cardinal spider? Cardinal spider. Is that what they're called? Yeah, we had like a cardinal spider. No, those ones are too big. I have seen one of those in like the flat I used to live in, and those were disgusting. We had like a big house spider in here like sometime last year, and even like I was just like, oh okay, out you go, and put him in a glass and took him outside. And I was like, who is this? Who is this? This is a different person. This is a whole new person. Look at me, just took a fucking spider outside. Alarm is going off. Oh. No problem. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. It was lovely to chat to you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Have a great weekend too. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming until next week. So have a great weekend. Lovely to talk to you. Yeah, no, I can at least take spiders outside now. They freak me out. I'd love to hold a tarantula. All that aside, all the screaming and farting and shitting aside, I'd love to hold a tarantula. I feel like, because tarantulas feel different than regular house spiders, don't they? I don't know, because it's something about them being a pet and, like, them being, like, fuzzy, you know? I'd hold a tarantula. But we don't have anything, like... we don't have any sort of wildlife that's super deadly here, do we? I saw, one of the last times I went to, the States, I saw, like, a pack of coyotes. And I didn't know they were dangerous until, like, the other week someone was talking about coyotes and how dangerous they were. You have squirrels with knives. I would die if a tarantula existed near me. It's weird, I'm the opposite. I'd probably be better with a tarantula than any other spider. I don't know, something about like regular spiders being really small and really fast kind of fucks me up. The fact that tarantulas are a little bigger, like, and it feels more appropriate, you know? It's the size. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, I even so, I have a thing with, like, bigger, like, I can get behind that. Like, bigger bugs is like, oh, that doesn't feel proper. You should be wee. You should be small. And yet here you are, big, eating your vegetables. Yeah, the fucking coyotes. It was in LA, and we went to the observatory, and in, like, the car park just down the hill from it. I went to some toilets there, and I came out of the toilets and they were just like a bunch of coyotes staring at me. It was really cool, actually. They really didn't do anything. They just kind of, I mean, like, I didn't think they were dangerous, because one, they just kind of stared at me when I was stood there, like, on my own. And two, like, people were driving around in this car park and they were just kind of bothering the cars. They were just kind of like traipsing around slowly in front of them, and the cars were just like, fucking move! I used to hate the giant roaches. Oh god. Yeah, no, roaches I don't like. Roaches aren't proper. Roaches aren't, like, very squishable. They will be destroyed. Yeah, no. I don't know what it is about. I mean, roaches are kind of... I was gonna say they were kind of spider adjacent, but they're more beetle adjacent, and I can get behind beetles. I don't know what it is about roaches. They're not even dangerous. What is it about roaches that also, like, gross me out? I don't know, I just feel like... I see a roach and I'm like, ah, toilet dweller, you know? I think it's the hygiene. I just feel like they're disgusting. It's their unkillable nature. Also that. It's definitely the way they move. But yeah, there's something of... I think that's one of the main thing about, like, having a fear of bugs or spiders or whatever, is that they move weird. For me, it's like spiders move too fast. It's... oh god, the really fast ones freak me out. When you see, like, a big house spider and it, like, skulls across the ground, it's disgusting, man. Shit's gross. I can at least deal with it better now than I could, like, say, a year and a half ago. Which is nice. But, ugh, yeesh. We used to get some really big house spiders in this house. I'm surprised, like, I saw, like, 1 or 2 spiders in this house over the past year. I'm really surprised, because we used to get huge house spiders in here. Or house, yeah, no. They're gross. Not scared or disgusted by insects, but I can't stand dolls. Oh, it really depends for me. I can't stand, like... yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. You know, you guys know me. Like, I like creepy things. I do like creepy things. I like horror. I like the spookies. I think I can get behind. It depends on the doll. It depends on, honestly, the more normal a doll is, the more it's freaky to me. My one of my exes, his mum collected like porcelain dolls. Do you like this? For fuck's sake. His mum collected like porcelain dolls. Just like normal porcelain dolls that weren't supposed to be freaky. They were just like, oh, these little cherubs. Like, oh, this one's a ballerina. Oh, this one's a little gnome. And I was like, oh, they're all looking at me. House centipedes? Oh, I haven't seen a centipede since I was a kid. We don't have a lot of them, do we? I have a very vivid memory of when I was really little, when I was a little kid, waking up screaming in the middle of the night because I woke up and looked down and there was an earwig like walking on my duvet up to my face. That was just sheer horror. I don't even know how like I woke up. Cause like it wasn't on me or anything. It was on the duvet. It was just slowly walking towards my face. How about frogs or slimy? Oh, I love them. I love the little slimers. I just want to like, I would squeeze them. I handle millipedes when I volunteer at the zoo. They feel like Velcro. I don't think I'm afraid of like millipedes and stuff. I don't know. They feel more normal to me. They look cool. You know? It's like, what kind of bug freaks me out? I've seen videos of like, you know, like every now and again I'll see like people will put videos on TikTok of like bugs that are in their house, and it'll be like this beetle thing climbing up the wall, and it's got like something. It's got like, how do I describe it? It'll have like some long sort of like it'll have a lot of things coming off of it. Not just one feeler, not just two feeler. It's got like a bunch sticking off of it. And they'll be recording it and they're like, what is that? It's disgusting. Ha ha ha, it's so big. And then it starts flying. And the video just ends. That's it, man. If it's a bug that doesn't look like a bug, I can't do that. No, I love like, there's not a lot of like animals or bugs or stuff that I don't like, I don't think. I used to be, video ends with a screen, it's literally it, that's literally it. I used to, like, when I was younger, have much more of an opinion on this stuff, but no, like, bugs are cute. I love beetles. Beetles are really cute. So cute and shiny, you know. Frogs very good. Worms are good. Creatures are good. Creatures are just very good. When I was really little, I used to like play in the street with some friends who like live around the corner who were also like my age, maybe a bit younger. And we found a frog once. We found a frog once, and my friend picked it up, and then he suddenly dropped it, and along with him dropping it was just like a puddle of frog piss. Such a vivid memory of him being like, oh! It was really funny. Wasps, yeah, wasps. What are wasps good for? Like, there's a lot of like bugs and creatures that people typically don't like that serve like a really valuable role in the ecosystem. What are wasps good for? Bird food. Oh, word? Yeah, no, you're right. There's something like that. I think it's mosquitoes. Wasps still pollinate? Oh, word. Acceptable. I think it's something like mosquitoes that serve absolutely serve no purpose. There's something like that. It's like flies or mosquitoes or something that like people hate, and they serve absolutely no, like, zero purpose. They just exist to annoy. Is it mosquito? Let me have a look actually. What purpose do mosquitoes serve? Mostly feed on plant and egg. Mosquitoes are pollinators. Oh, word. Like me. You're very valuable. I think you're exceptionally valuable. They're also a food source of vertebrate. Oh, okay. Alright. You can stay, mosquitoes. What purpose do flies serve? Without flies and other decomposers, we'd be up to our eyeballs in poop and dead bodies. So? What's the problem? Yeah, I swear there's something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe it was just something I read on Tumblr years ago, so it probably isn't true. Very atmospheric, yeah. Imagine just knocking about and there's just dead bodies everywhere. I was playing RuneScape. Well, this is no secret. I've been playing RuneScape like every day for the past 2 weeks. That's what coming out of surgery does to you, I guess, and being bedbound. And there was a new area, an area that I hadn't been to since the last time I played, and I was like, oh shit, this is like completely new, a bunch of new quests and stuff like that. I was walking through it, and there's like a bunch of different cities, all really close together, and they're all like very different from one another. It was really cool. And then one of the cities had like a bunch of crystals in it. It was very like dark and atmospheric and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I just walked past a dead body, and just a dead body in the street and a person next to it, and you examine the dead body and it's like, oh, she's dead. I was like, okay, all right. I think it's part of like a quest, but it's just in the middle of like a city. It's really cool. RuneScape's really good. I really like RuneScape. That's such a curveball. I really like. I'm playing old school as well, old school RuneScape, which is honestly, it's more difficult than RuneScape 3. It's like the old 2007 RuneScape, the one that like everyone knows and loves. And god, it's so nice. It's so nice to be playing it again. Except RuneScape it's like, I said this to Jess the other day, it's the kind of game you want to play when you don't really want to play a game. Like if you just do skilling and stuff, you just kind of do the same thing. You just do one thing and then like walk away from your keyboard for a bit. It's a masterpiece. It is. Hey Max, come on, you're late. There's no such thing as being late to my streams. You kidding me? You got your own shit to do. How you doing today, bud? Good morning, good morning. How'd you sleep? I need a little sip of water. I gotta get it really high because I put it above me and I can't raise my arms that high just yet. Poof. Maxterpiece. Max is short for Maxterpiece. Max is short for maximum power. Actually, speaking of which, I ought to change my scar dressing maybe today or tomorrow. Oh, Chester, do you want to see my scars? I can change my scar dressing when I get to yours. Like a rock? Oh, hell yes! So excited for tomorrow. Oh, museum day! Fuck yes! Where you going, dog? Oh, that's really cool. I haven't been to a museum in... when was the last time I went? Might have been one of the last times I went to LA. We went to... What's the big one in LA? The gallery? Battle scars. They do look really cool. I'm hoping they've flattened out some more since last week because they were a little crinkly. They've been a little quinkly. Are you and Chester interested in seeing one of the best movies ever? You'll be delighted to know we already watched Old like a couple weeks ago. British Museum mainly. Oh, word? Ooh, very exciting. Oh yeah, I've been to like a handful of the London ones. All very good. I mean, I do enjoy a good museum. The other one. The other one. Well, if you're not talking about Old, I don't know what you're talking about. Trying to go to a museum when I get a free weekend. Yeah, I haven't been since, I think that's probably the last time I went to, what the fuck is that? LA gallery. What is that? What is that fucking called? What is that what is the big gallery? The big gallery in LA. Yassified Pinocchio! Father! Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've heard so much about it, and I know nothing about it. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? Why isn't it Yassified Pinocchio? When does Yassified Pinocchio come out? Pinocchio 2022. Is that already out? Father. When does it come out? Upcoming. September? Ah. It's been out for months. Initial release September 2022. What? 2020. What? From the future. Pinocchio. Is Pinocchio a true story, isn't it? The father one. Oh, 2021. Yo, it is out. Chester. Yes. Yes. Okay, me and Chester have been watching through like the worst movies we can think of. Just left. Just fucking up and left. It's like 2.5 stars. I'm joking. So yeah, I figured. It's like 2.5 stars on IMDb. Okay, me and Chester have been watching through the worst films we can think of. So like this started because we watched Dragonheart together, which is a good movie. And then we watched the rest of the Dragonhearts. There are 5. And there is another one coming out like next year or something. The first Dragonheart's really good, and then it's all downhill from there. And then from there we watched Dungeons and Dragons, and then there were also 2 more of those, and there is another one coming out. I think we're doing this. Yeah, I know, isn't that crazy? There's fucking 5 of them. There's also a game. There's also like a shitty side scroller on the Game Boy. I think we're doing this because we watched all the Dragonhearts and then found out another one's coming out. And then we watched all of the Dungeons and Dragons movies and found out there's another one coming out. I think we're doing this. And then we watched the Mortal Kombat movie. And the last we watched Old. And then the last one we watched was Hitman Agent 47, which I kind of just remembered that we watched that because I think I blacked out because that was fucking dreadful. That, like, Agent 47 was fucking awful. Wanna watch it? No, honestly, if you want to watch a film, if you want to watch films that aren't very long and you just kind of want to have a good time, watch some shitty movies. Watch some like shitty video game movies or something. There's 2? No, but like we're working on it. Because we're working on video game movies now. Because we were like, we want to watch shitty movies, but like not mainstream shitty movies. So we were like, video game movies. No, we're working on it. We're working on it. I mean, we watched that whenever Chester was over last. So it was like last Wednesday, I think. Second one was like, yes! We'll watch Mortal Kombat 2, and we'll watch the other Hitman one. Always enjoyable. Same with the new one. Oh, word. Yeah, oh god, Hitman was so bad. Hitman was so bad. Hitman was so bad. We watched it like we were kind of drunk as well when we watched it, so it was just like it's it's bad enough as is, but just like it's just baffling. Is there a sequel? Yeah. Oh yeah. So okay, Hitman Agent 47 was it? Whoopsie. Brand new Agent 47, not a sequel. Oh, so. Because there was a Hitman film that came out like a couple years ago or something, wasn't there? Hitman Agent 47, rating on Rotten Tomatoes 8%. Yeah, there are 3? Hitman Agent 47 2. Is that what it's called? Hitman 2. Hitman Agent 47 2. Agent 40. We watched the did we? There's Hitman and Agent 47. Oh yeah, we watched Agent 47. Hitman movie. 2000. Oh, the 2007 one. The Rupert Friend. Yeah, Rupert Friend. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Agent 40. Yeah, no. Okay, so we watched the worst one. The second one with the big wind turbine. Yeah. Where only the chair gets sewn. Oh god, that film was so bad. That film was so bad. I want to watch it on stream. Am I allowed to do that? Are we allowed to watch Hitman Agent? Rupert Grinch? That's not his name, is it? Grint. Rupert Grint. If it's on Prime, you can watch this. I don't think this film is on Prime. No, it's Grinch, actually. Okay. Holy fuck, it's the Gunch. Your laughter is sending. I just keep thinking about the film. There's no way I can. There's no way I really can't remember a lot about it, just because it was so baffling. Oh, the guy had. What was it? He like injected languages into his daughter. Okay, here's the summary of what I remember from watching Hitman Agent 47 when I was drunk. There's Hitman. And her name is Katya, and he's like, no, it's fucking French for 90 or something. What was it? Yeah, she could see the future. French for 90. Is the thing being a local Hitman expert? I don't think any knowledge on Hitman is going to help you here. So like the guy makes hitmens and experiments on his daughter and then abandons his daughter. And calls her 90, except she's like, oh, it's Katya. It's Katya. And he's like, no, it's not, it's French for 90. And like, Katya Van D. Yes! Van D's nuts. Takes his weird surrogate daughter from Absolution, a game so bad. Weird surrogate daughter. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? Is she supposed to be a daughter figure? I did not get that at all. Names her 90 because it's voice. Okay, so like, guy who makes the Hitman experiments on his daughter, right? And like injects her with new languages and future power or whatever. Future sight. Because sometimes she can see the future, but like only a few seconds ahead. And she meets the Hitman. And then he like ties her to a chair in front of a plane fucking turbine. And she like wiggles her way out of the ropes and then like lets the turbine suck up the chair, but like she doesn't go into the turbine. I guess she's built different. Only the chair gets sucked in. And then she leaves the room and he's like, that was a test. And then suddenly she's like cool with him. Suddenly she's like okay with him. And also she suddenly gets really okay with murder from that point on. heavier than a... You know what? You're right. You're right. She's heavier than a chair and more powerful than a wind turbine. Do you want to play a game, Gotcha? Yeah, then like suddenly she's really okay with murder and stuff, and she like helps Hitman do murders using her. He also injected her with not getting sucked into it. If you want a bad enough, wind doesn't affect you. Yeah, you can just be like, I'm over this. If ever you get like, if ever you're like, it's windy, just ignore it. That film is so bad the only one the games won't acknowledge. Yeah, and then like, she wants to go find her dad, I don't know, to fucking rip him a new one, being like, why'd you abandon me? Why'd you give me like languages and stuff? I forgot about Zachary Quinto! I forgot about Zachary Smirnoff. Yeah, and he got shot like, oh my god, that's right, he's got like metal skin, except like okay, so he's got metal skin, except his skin absolutely does cut. No, does he have metal skin or metal bones, metal muscle? I don't know. He's got metal skin, except his skin does cut and he still bleeds. But except it don't hurt or affect him. Metal under the skin. So why does he bleed? Why does he bleed then? Why does he bleed? Is he layered like a fucking Victorian sponge? Skin, yeah, but like not to that extent, right? He was bleeding like his blood was... No, you know what? That's not the worst part of this film. That's not... The only people who die in tornadoes are sitting in chairs! It's the chair. The chair actually makes you way less. So she just walks away from a wind turbine. She's like, hey man, help me find my daddy. His pockets are full of little sachets of ketchup. They just don't mention. Oh, that's like a, they mention it in like the developer's cut. Chairs attract tornadoes. This is true. This is true. That's why they actually stopped making chairs. What is that accent? What accent? Oh, my Katya impression? Katya. So okay, also with the languages thing, Hitman is like, you know French and Mandarin and da-da-da-da-da. She never speaks any of these languages, does she? I don't recall her ever speaking these languages or reading these languages at any point in the film. She just speaks English with a sultry British accent. Which was also weird. Did he inject her with British accent as well? I don't remember the language. Yeah, Hitman is like, you know French and Mandarin, how? And she's just like, She's like, I don't know, I just thought people knew him. Doesn't she have like an Eastern European? I don't remember. That's not like a thing Hitman could do. He learned them like a human. No. He was injected with Mandarin. So like, oh yeah, also okay, because she's a woman, they kept making her like take showers and go swimming and stuff. Just because. Like, good morning, Luna. We're talking about the Hitman Agent 47 movie, the 2015 one, whatever it was. It was not good. Me and Chester watched it last week. It was not good. Yeah, they just keep making her like go swimming and stuff and like taking showers just so they can show her all damp and like moist and scantily clad. Also like. So there's a bit where like they're in a hotel room and Hitman is like, I'm going to sleep, and he sits down on the couch and he's just sat upright like a fucking robot and closes his eyes and goes to sleep. Just because like he's like apathetic or whatever, he can lie down. He can like edgy people. He was pretty edgy. She decides, yeah, and she takes his gun apart. He like shuts down like a robot and leaves his gun next. He takes his gun out of his jacket and puts it on the seat next to him. I don't know, I guess to keep it comfortable for the night. And she takes it and disassembles it. And then like in the morning, she disassembles it. And then in the morning, like the enemy, Zachary Quinto's men, Zachary Smirnoff's men would find them and then like bust in and try to kill him, and Hitman kills them all, obviously without his gun. He like reaches for his gun and it's not there, and then so like he just kills him with his hands or whatever and has no trouble. And then she walks into the room, doesn't help him, by the way. She hears all this commotion goes down, doesn't give him the gun back, doesn't give him the reassembled gun back. Did she even reassemble it? Anyway, doesn't help him, waits till all the commotion is over, goes in the room and goes, I take things apart when I'm nervous. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And it's like, what did, go get, go. You know what they say, tell don't show. There's also absolutely zero motivation for any of 47's actions throughout the entire. Yeah, why he has a hit on a guy who is like semi-related, and who but he has no reason to help her at all. What? Yeah, exactly. That's what we were like. We were like, she just walks and he's like, yeah, no, I take things apart. And he's like, to him that means nothing. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that you took the gun apart. You're just, you're just striking up the conversation. Hitman is just an assassin. It takes over 5 games for him to care about, literally. Yeah, yeah. And then he comes across this girl, and he's like, she can escape wind turbines. I like you. When I find a man, he treats me like Agent 47 teaches. I love my gun. Yeah, and like, yeah, it was just bad. Doesn't he try to kill her? Yeah, like he tries to kill her multiple times, like early on, and then like she evades him, and he's like, "Oh, it was a test." Bale's Batman or Agent 47? I mean, he taught. Oh, that just reminded me of when we were watching the Mortal Kombat movie. Who was okay, whoever played Raiden.
Like he talked like this. He was like, I'm Raiden. Sorry.
And then by the end of the film, he just kind of dropped that voice. He just kind of gave up with it. He was like, "You've done well." It's like, who are you? It's conference day today. I'm gonna walk to the CEO and be like, I take things apart when I get nervous. Just start disassembling all the office equipment. She can count on my one weakness, wind turbine. It's like, fuck, I don't have anything better than a wind turbine. I can't like shoot her or anything. She's gonna take apart the bullet. She's gonna catch it midair and disassemble it. Also, no, oh, that's right. No, I was gonna say that's the only time she does that. However, we get like a shot of her apartment at the start of the film, and there's like a disassembled camera or something. So that's disassembled. She takes apart the gun, and then she establishes she does that when she's nervous, and then she never does it again. So I guess she got better. Got over the anxiety. Christopher Lambert? Oh, but yeah, also, there are a lot of white people in the Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, we've been watching a lot of shitty movies. It's honestly, I've been having a blast. It's character growth. Stopped being nervous. Yeah, what else happened? They tracked down her dad. They established that he has lung cancer. And then like that he's really like late state, like he doesn't have a lot of time, and then when she finds him, he's just kind of knocking about doing whatever. Watching the film is, oh, no problem, Max, no problem. Thank you so much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. It was good chat, bud. This is a fun stream. Yeah, I'm having a blast this morning. I'm having a blast. Oh my god! I think a spirit just came out of me. Yeah, no, I love these morning streams. I was gonna play Pharaoh this morning, but I was like, I kind of just want to like hang out. He tried to get out. Oh, I forgot about that. So like right before they meet the dad, they're in an elevator with like a kid and his parents, and the kid's got an inhaler, presumably because he's asthmatic, and he trades him a knife for his inhaler. This is all the same film. Movie's so bad, right? Yeah. And believe me, we've watched some of these films that are just bad. Some of the films we've watched are like just poor, but a lot of them have been so bad they're good. So like he subtly, somehow without the parents noticing, trades the kid's inhaler for a knife. And takes the inhaler. And they meet with the dad, and the dad's just kind of knocking about. And he's like, oh, daughter, come with me on a long walk. Come with me on a long walk through Singapore. I'm bedridden, you see. Come with me on a very long walk. So they're knocking about. And I can't remember what he says to her. He just says some... I don't know, he says some irrelevant shit to her. He's like, you are my daughter and I love you. And she's like, why did you inject me with superpowers? And he's like, I don't fucking know, money. And then like, because Zachary Smirnoff's men are after him or whatever, because they want him to make more hitmen for money, I guess. They want money. So so like, I guess some of his men find the dad, except they're disguised as like a couple, and the woman just has a baby with her, and she just pulls out a gun and starts blasting. She's got like a baby on a sling. No, the original is like 8% onto the one we watched is like 8%. Yeah, 8%. Yeah. It's not good. And she's got like a baby on a sling, like on front of her, and she's got one hand like supporting this baby and another hand on the fucking Glock, and just starts blasting at this dude. And the other guy she's with, I don't even know if he does anything. Like, presumably they're both undercover to try and get to this guy and like take him out, and I don't think the other guy does anything. I think the woman just kind of carries. Unless she just like had him, unless that was irrelevant and like that wasn't one of his henchmen, she was just having a bit of a moment. I don't know. So anyway, they start running. This man with lung cancer starts running. I think he does get shot at one point, and he's like, no, Katya, leave me, save yourself. And then Hitman gives him the inhaler that he stole from a child. And then we later on find out, like he lets himself get captured by the enemy, and he's in a helicopter with the enemy. And then we find out through, I don't know how he knew this as well, because Hitman just gave him the inhaler, but it turns out Hitman turned the inhaler into a fucking bomb. I don't know how the dad knew this, but so like on the helicopter, he takes the inhaler out and he just like pulls the trigger, Piglet, and explodes the helicopter. How did he know that? Yeah, but it was bad film. It was really bad. 8% seems to be more than just not good. Oh no, it was dreadful. I don't think we even see him. No, we do. He like after the dad gets shot and he's on the ground, I don't think Hitman gives it to him. He like slips it in his pocket, and dad guy just knows it's a trigger to blow up a bomb. What if he'd taken it apart? Yeah, like, I mean, yeah. Yeah. There's just a sticker on the side. No. We see him like slip it into his pocket, but he doesn't communicate to him what it is or anything like that. What if it was just a normal inhaler? What if he was in that helicopter and he sees it and he's like, I know what I must do, and makes a whole scene of it and then just puffs it and it's like, you know? I'm going to fill this helicopter with steroid. Yeah, no, fucking awful. Fucking dreadful movie. I wonder if there's any clips of it on YouTube. Hold on. I think we kind of need to experience this together. I wish I could watch the whole fucking thing. Maybe I'll do like a Discord watch party, because I got it, like, of all the ones we watched, of all the shitty movies me and Chester have watched, like, this one is... it is top tier. Hitman Agent 47. Police station scene? I don't remember that. Oh! Oh, yes I do! Oh, yes I do! Oh! Okay, there's a clip of it on YouTube. Discord watch party of Yassified Pinocchio. That might be pretty good. D&D 3 was the worst one. Yeah, that one was awful because, like, nothing happened. Nothing... I mean, things happened, but none of them, like... like, none of them made sense. D&D 3 is an... Oh, hold on. I'll talk about D&D 3 after we watch this, this clip of Agent 47, like, he's fucking...
So, why don't we start with your name?
47.
It's not a name.
No. But it is mine.
Why is it so quiet?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Mr. 47.
Okay, so context, real quick. This is like an embassy that they're in, that, this is where Girly Girl and, Zachary Smirnoff escaped to when she thought Zachary Smirnoff was on her side. And, Agent 47 just fucking walked in here with this gun, and they're like, wait, we're arresting you! You're fucking insane!
What exactly are you?
An assassin.
An assassin. Okay. You're here to kill who, exactly?
You have a
Why do you
girl.
keep calling him Zachary Smirnoff?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You love your family.
My family?
Yes, your wife. Your 2 small children. You love them.
I'm not talking about me, we're talking about you.
No, we're talking about life and death. Do you love them?
All right. Maybe we should just start over
I
here.
believe you do. That's why you should let me go.
Alright, you listen to me very carefully, Mr. 47, or whatever the fuck your name is. There's a lot of ways that this thing can end, and that is entirely up to you. But you can be goddamn certain that this thing is not going to end the way that you thought it was.
Because the last time I checked, you're locked in here with me. And I'm the one with the gun.
No, Mr. Sanders. You are locked in here with me. And you just brought me mine.
Fucking watch this. Okay, there's like an alternate reality, right, where Hitman tries that shit and he just gets shot. He just gets fucking shot and the film ends.
Do you love your children enough to die for them?
I don't think you have a choice. Why is it so loud all of a sudden? Why is it loud now?
Let's go.
There she is.
Let me help
Everything all right, sir?
Yeah, like, that, I was just thinking that, Sonny. Like, if this shit was happening and you saw one of your guard buddies just kind of traipsing around the halls, that's suspicious as fuck. He's not panicking, he's not knocking about like, go, we're gonna find the prisoners. He's just kind of... like...
Sir?
Dude, like, he wasn't even suspicious of you, guy!
Hurry!
He just likes the outfit. Oh. Fucking whiplash. He came all the way downstairs and I sprint him back up.
What the fuck is happening?
The man you're looking for, his name is Peter Aaron Ledvenko.
Oh my god! I just remembered something. So, for like the first part of the movie, she thinks that Zachary Quinto's a good guy. By the way, I think I keep calling him Zachary Smirnoff because he's Zachary Quinto, but for ages I thought his name was Zachary Quintoff. So I just kind of evolved that into Smirnoff. What the fuck is happening? I told you she had a fucking British accent. Yeah, also, was that his plan? In going into the embassy, he was like, oh, I know what's going on. He also has future sight. Okay, before I catch up on chat. So, she thinks, like, he's a goodie, so she's on his side for, like, a good 20 minutes, half an hour, however long, first half of the stream. Movie. And she's like, oh, you know something about my father? And he's like, And she's like, how much do you know about my father? And he's like, not much. Anyway, this is him talking about her father.
What is happening?
The man you're looking for, his name is Peter Aaron Ledvenko.
Who is he?
Your father.
Fuck! Oh, that's not the part I thought it was.
I
Wait.
don't know much. Only that he's a geneticist, an expert in human biogenetics, who spearheaded a program of experimentation.
What kind of experiments?
The kind that created killers. They
I don't know much. I know his entire occupation.
engineered human beings by targeting and enhancing specific genes. The resulting subjects were stronger, faster, more intelligent than normal people. They programmed out pain, fear, even love. They were called agents. And your father was one of the program's lead scientists.
You're not serious. What does any of this have to do with me? Why do they want to kill me?
Crichton Technologies has restarted the agent program. They're building agents right now, like 47, maybe worse. They believe that you're the key to finding your father.
He does get more specific later. He does, because there's a bit, that's too loud. There's a bit before this where they're in a hotel room and, like, she's trying to piece together, because she doesn't know where he is. And he's basically using her, to figure out where the fuck he is. I was like, hey Barry, good morning. Because we watched it the other week and I'm just talking about how terrible it was. And so, like, she's got all her map pieces and her newspaper shreddings out or whatever, and she's trying to work out where he is, and she's like, how much do you know about my father? And he's like, not much. And she's like, tell me about his childhood. And he's like, well, he went to this school, he grew up in this country, he speaks these languages, he had 2 children and a dog named Fufu. She's like, okay. He's like, he has a degree in this. And he went to live in Paris for 4 years. He had a gap year in Germany. I don't know much, I'm sorry. His blood type is O negative. I still have the movie on my laptop. I kind of want to edit all the worst parts. Fufu is Hitman. Not much, I'm your dad. Oh god. Oh, imagine him stripping down to tighty whities and chasing in the middle of... So that's the... Okay, oh my god. So like, yeah. Was that his plan going into the embassy? He was like, I'm going to get caught and I'm going to bring in this massive gun. And the guy is definitely going to point it at me. Yeah. And then I'm gonna piss him off and he's gonna load it. And then I'm gonna like bump it and it's gonna exactly shoot the chain of my handcuffs. And I'm just gonna walk out of there. Like that how did he know that was gonna happen? What'd you know about my dad? Plowed your mum, lol. Sunny, what the fuck? Sorry, I just checked Discord and Sunny sent me. William Shakespeare was born on April 23 and also died on April 23. But in those few hours, he accomplished so much. That's true. For real. Yeah, no, Hitman movie was just dog shit. Just real bad. I don't know much, but here's like everything he did. Ever. The most roundabout way in which he brings in the rifle is almost him. Like, it's got the same goofiness of a Hitman game, except it's like trying to be serious. That's where they went wrong. You like pick one or the other, you know? Make it serious and boring like every other action movie, or make it goofy as fuck like an actual Hitman game. Yeah, that's... Oh, it's so much. It's so much. They keep, like, all throughout it, just keep dropping these little nuggets of information that are so good. Can't believe I was at Kips for 2 weeks and Sunny came over the one day I wasn't there. Yeah, that was so funny! Chester was gone for one day in those 2 weeks. And Sunny came over. Impromptu. Sunny came over on a whim. By the way, this wasn't planned. Sunny was like, yeah, I'm in town, do you want to... Just kidding. Another mark in the Sunny is just keep doing a voice. Oh, jeez. God, that's so funny. That's fucking hysterical. That's really funny. Oh god, we actually gotta... Yeah, we've gotta like fucking meet up and do something for real. Let's go out. It's nice. The weather's good now. Let's go into town. Let's go to the arcade bar and eat ass at, not eat ass. What's the expression? What's the expression? Eat shit.
Hello, and welcome to the Kipu question of the day. If you're questioned by the fans, we are a charity organization. Today's question: if you can sneak into someone's head and wake them up by farting on their head in the middle of the night and not get caught, who would you pick?
Would they, like... Yeah, you. Fuck you. Going out, how ungamer. I'm not your average gamer. I've been outside. That's just a war crime. That is, gassing a man. Would they know? Would they wake up? Would they wake up from the smell? Or would, like, they sleep through it? And then just in the morning have a funny feeling that, like, something kind of, like, oh, I don't think I slept very well last night. I don't know why. You know? Or would they just not know? Many things depend on this. I'm not your average gamer. Would they know? Would they know it was you? I guess like I guess the not getting caught by is a big part of that. But if they know, they just like, someone broke into my house, middle of the night, farted on me and left. You can't live with that. That's cruel. Like that's so obscure that like you'd subject someone to, they wouldn't know for the rest of their life. Not that it was you, but a mystery. But yeah, like that's so obscure and bizarre that like they would live with that for the rest of their life. They would be like, I don't know who, I don't know how, I don't know why. Someone broke into my house and farted on my head in the middle of the night. You can't live with that. That's worse than like being like, oh, I was robbed. I never knew who, never knew why. Like, you know, oh, like this group of friends I had for ages just ghosted me. They don't want to be my friend anymore. Like, these things happen. You know how to deal with them. You make better friends, or like, you were robbed. Oh, you buy a new phone, stuff like that. What do you do if someone breaks into your house, farts on you, and leaves? Now I know who's gonna fart on my fucking. True. They would have self-defense. Yeah, like they would like buy a gun at that point. You'd be like, yo, this is some sick freak. I'd probably assume I was still asleep or I farted myself away. To be fair, I have like, unless like they specifically know, like someone came in and farted on their head, they wake up and they're like, no, it couldn't be, you know? Otherwise, like I too would assume that I just did like the most rancid fart in my sleep and woke myself up. I have to call it, leave a business card. Buy a gun to fight the fart ban. Bring a gun to a fart fight. Don't fucking do it! Don't fucking do it! I have matches! That's not how that works, is it? I guess... wait. Yeah. Well, at least my farts are extremely flammable. Rancid fart... I mean, rancid's not the best word for it. I mean, it's exactly the kind of word you should use for it, but it's not the best. It's harrowing. It's no good. Dungeons & Dragons 3. This one's also going to be a struggle to remember. So, it has nothing to do with the other Dungeons & Dragons movies, so like, you don't have to have watched Dungeons & Dragons, or Dungeons & Dragons 2, what's the name of that? Dragons 2... What's that one called? Wrath of the Dragon God. You don't have to have watched Dungeons & Dragons or Dungeons & Dragons 2 Wrath of the Dragon God to watch Dungeons & Dragons 3 Book of Vile Darkness. Tell me TLDR. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna go into the other ones, because Dungeons & Dragons 3 is the real celebrity here. So, there's a bunch of knights, okay? And, like the world's been at peace for such a long time, you know? But there's like a bunch of knights who knock about and like, you know, they're like, oh, we're here to protect people if you need it. And they're initiating like a big group of new knights, and our main character is among them. And part of the initiation is putting your sword up to this holy statue and being like, oh, I pledge my allegiance. And they say like, back in the old days, like over 500 years ago, knights would do this, and the god would give them your power you know, to smite evil and stuff like that. But for the last 500 years, like, people have been putting their sword up to this statue and, like, nothing's been happening. You know, it's a peaceful time. And the main character's real pissed about this. Real pissed. And he's, like, sat by the river, and the leader of the bunch, the leader of the new knights, who also happens to be his dad, comes over and is like, don't worry about it if you're not God's special little guy. And he's like, but I wanted to be God's special little guy. And he's like, no one's been God's special little guy for 500 years, like, not even me. Like, I was initiated and this shit didn't happen to me. Like, this is the point where, like, we find this out. Where he's like, oh, this happened to me, this happened to everyone. Like, no one's been this for 500 years. I thought this was, like, a rare occurrence when I first watched it, because he was so bummed about it. He's like, I wanted to be God's special little guy. And he's like, you're not God's special little guy. And then they immediately get attacked after that, and his dad gets kidnapped. So he's like, I gotta rescue my dad. Oh, it's my dad. And so, like, he tracks down this group of evil, this party of evil people, and knows that, like, they're doing a mission, they're doing a quest for the evil guy who took his dad. So he's like, okay, I'll follow these guys around to the end of their quest, and then just go get my dad back. Jobs are good done. And so the party he follows around is, like, the leader is this girl. She's what's the name of the race, Chester? The tattooed face and stuff. It is important. This is important. What's the name of the D&D race? Because this does come up. Max Payne? I gotta get an Shaikadar. Right. I gotta get another batch of video, like, shitty movies, so I'll keep Max Payne in mind. So Shaikadar lady, she's like, I'm tough. Da 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 da. You don't turn your back on me. I'll kill you. I'll get you. And then there's a guy. There's a bald man. There's a there's, like, a big warrior barbarian dude who carries, like, a sword and a spear, like, both at the same time for some reason. Oh yeah, he meets at the start of the film, he meets a prostitute who buys him a shit ton of stuff. No, wait, she didn't buy it. He had all this money. He just had all this money. She's like, oh my god, where'd you get all this money? And he's like, I got it. He's a Goliath. Yeah, he's a Goliath. But he's just, like, spray painted silver. And there's also Ratman Jenkins. No, that was him? Are you sure? Okay, but regardless. There's a guy who they call the Vermin Lord or something. The King of Vermin? I don't know. We just call him Ratman. We just call him Ratman or Bug Boy because he keeps, like, turning into bugs. He's disgusting and he's really bad. So anyway, they go about doing, like, evil shit because they're an evil party, and Nightboy has to, like, come to terms with it and be like, fuck, I want to be a good boy. I want to be a good boy, but I gotta do evil shit. Hey Violet, good morning. I want to be King of Vermin. Me too. So he's doing all this evil shit, trying to still be good at the same time, but also trying not to get these people to notice that he's a good boy. Anyway, they fight a dragon, and Shaikadar woman gets, like, fucked over and is about to die, and then he saves her. God's little good boy saves her. And then later on they go to a village and they're like, we've slayed your dragon. We've slayed your dragon. And they come in and they're like, the dragon has been slayed, and they're like, these are our heroes. And the Goliath guy immediately goes off to a brothel and just starts going to town for, like, 24 hours straight. It's fucking awesome. But Shaikadar woman, like, takes our little knight protagonist aside and is like, as is tradition with my race, with the Shaikadar people, you saved my life, therefore we have to fuck. She brings him into her bedroom, goes off for a bit, and comes back, like, scantily clad, and is like, you can ravish me however you please. So they fuck. And I was like, we were like, I don't think I don't think that's a Shaikadar tradition, actually. I don't, like, we tried Googling it. I was like, I don't think they do that, actually. For a game where you can make any fantasy story, why'd they go for shit? God, honestly. I remember when Jar Jar did that in episode 1. But so they fuck, and he's like, she like starts to get feelings for him, but he's just really not into it. He's just very yeah, he says no, I couldn't. She's like, oh, go on. And he's like, yeah, actually, you know what? Oh, no, it's because he's like, oh, I don't want it. And then she's like, okay, then we're gonna go on without you. And he's like, okay, then I have no choice but to fuck this beautiful woman, I guess. So like, she starts to get feeling for him, like, sees him across the room and then smirks, and then it's like, no, I can't smirk, he's a boy. But like, he just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care for her at all. She clearly has way more feelings for him than he has for her. So anyway, they go on like a bunch of Goliath. Oh my god, there's like a scene where Goliath guy is just fucking raw dogging a bunch of prostitutes. It's great. Like, fully, hi Mike, good time for you to come in. There's like a full-on sex scene of like immediately before Shaikadar girl gets with the knight. Like, there's just a scene of the Goliath guy, just he's got like 20 women around him. Oh, good to see you, Mike. They rob and murder a bunch of people and yeah, oh yeah. And so they get into this town because they're like, oh, we robbed the dragon, but they're using this as a guise to like, so that when everyone's asleep, they can rob like the treasury of this town. And so it's night, everyone's asleep, and one of them breaks into the treasury, kills a bunch of guards, robs all the gold, and then they just go to bed. And so they wake up in the morning, and the mayor or whatever is like, where the fuck you going? They just go to bed. And then they wake up and everyone's really pissed off at them. And they're like, oh. Also they explode a guy. The Shaikadar woman puts like a necklace of exploding on the mayor. And hey Wario. Come on in. Oh fuck, I gotta get going soon. They're like, okay, let us go with the gold and I won't explode you. And he's like, I would rather be exploded. And then Precious Nightboy is like, no, why don't we do halfsies? And she's like, what you doing? And he turns to her and he's like, I'd rather have half
Red
with
alert,
you than
I
all
recently
without.
Found out German not only has played Yakuza 0, but he also loves danger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a great movie. Yeah, oh for sure. And then, so he's like, no, I'd rather have half with you than all without. And she's like, and so the mayor's like, alright, then you take half and get the fuck out of here. And then Vermin Man explodes him anyway. Just explodes him and they have like a whole battle. But at least he said some romantic shit, I guess. Anyway, I do have to catch a train like soon, so I'm gonna tell you about the end of this film. The front flip scream. Oh, I wish there was a clip of that. I wanna find a clip of that. She does like a front flip and then goes, ah, and like a bunch of people fall over. It's really good. I don't know why she does a flip. There's like two guys ahead of her, and she runs, does a front flip, and goes, ah! And they fall over. But like at the end of this film, they get into the floating castle or whatever where this guy is, and they give him like the front cover to the Book of Vile Darkness, and he's like, great, now I can reassemble the Book of Vile Darkness, and like a Knight Protag guy is like, oh well, bet this doesn't have anything to do with me. I guess maybe I did help the destruction of the universe. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, he goes to find his dad, and his dad is being milked. He's in like a milker machine. He's got like he's got like these milkers attached to his bare chest, his bare tummy, like six of them down his tummy, and he's getting milked of his juices or whatever. It's because I think to reassemble the Book of Vile Darkness they needed pain. Really? Is that what did it for you? Hey Kelp, thank you so much for 19 months.
Sonic, we're in trouble. If we don't beat Hackman, I'll be gonic. Dame the knee guy, looks like I got here just in back at my time. Dame the never say never.
I hate that, thank you. I'm not sure, but this happens in the 3rd Dungeons & Dragons movie. This is too much. No, this is just enough. And he gets milk and he pulls the milkers off him, like, you know? And then this girl runs in and says his name, and he's like, hold on, why does this evil woman know your name? And he's like, I'm not going back with you. I think you're evil now. And it's like, motherfucker, you don't have a choice. You're gonna die here. And then he's like, yeah, okay. So he follows him, and then they get cornered in a room, and like guys are about to break in, and he's like, okay, Dad, I'm gonna be real with you. I've like killed innocent people to get here to rescue you. Also, I've done terrible things. I'm pretty sure I've probably like fucked over the lives of tons of people. And then God gives him good boy powers. He turns into God's special little boy, and he gets like mega powers to destroy the evil or whatever. Like why? Like why? Like why? And then he gets caught and put in the milker himself. and then like girly girl helps him get his good boy God powers back. And then, oh my god, I didn't even tell you the part. I hate to do this.
It's Dame the not my back me time just yet. Dame the knee man out.
I hate to do this because I have to end the stream and catch a train, but there is a part in the film where there's a zombie girl and she sucks on his finger and is like, you've done bad things. But maybe I'll tell you about that on Monday. No, I'm not streaming on Monday, on Tuesday. I'm really sorry to like leave you like that. We're gonna go see Carmelia. Oh, Windows moment. Stream about that? Hello? Okay. Look, I'm really sorry to leave you like this. Please. I have to go catch a train. Be good. Use the raid message. Make a good impression. How do you catch a train? You have superpowers or something? Check out my check out my socials if you haven't already. I'm gonna be streaming next on Tuesday. It'll probably be a late stream. I gotta go catch a train.
Aim to see you later, Bakumi Kip.
Thank you. See you later. Thanks for chatting with me. Watch Dungeons & Dragons 3 Book of Vile Darkness. It's the worst movie you will ever see. Objectively, like without a doubt. Okay, everyone have a fantastic weekend. Be good for Carmelia. Alright, bye!